I wanted to come on here and do a Twitter analysis addressing this very problematic tweet, not from her, I have to set the scene, but from a person in which I'm going to scroll down and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So this is a picture of Diddy. He was featured in Vanity Fair with his three daughters, and he was actually on the cover of Vanity Fair. And this woman by the name of Sylvia Obel, she posted up the picture. It's the Diddy's daughter's photograph for the September issue of Vanity Fair. She put up a smiling heart eye emoji with the star. So it was a very nice picture, featuring Diddy with his three daughters. Because I don't think from what I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen him do a picture where it was just his three daughters. It's usually, if it's a family picture, it's all of his kids. And never just them, with them. So I think that's dope that they did it. And I think it's also interesting how, even though this is Diddy's spot, he really gave shine to his daughters by the way that he sat on the ground and had them sit a bit higher. But apparently all people weren't feeling it. So I'm going to scroll down and show this. Look at this right here. This Sil Lai Abrams, aka Electo, replied to this tweet and said, "Fixed it for you using the Diddy crop." So as you can see, this woman went out of her way to crop the picture and crop Diddy out of it and just focus on his three daughters. I said that was a very wicked, wrong, disturbing, and very feministic thing to do. And I'm not even surprised when I was in my assessment about her being a feminist. Check this out. Here's her bio. Mother, writer, gender violence awareness activist and advocate, radical black feminist, Cancer, Sun, Scorpio, Moon. She/her. She has all the makings of a gynocratic feminist. But back to this right here. This presents several problems for me. You have a lot of people who claim that black men are not good fathers. They don't take care of their kids. They're deadbeats. They ain't shit. And every type of negative stereotypical trope that you can think of. And here you have a picture that Vanity Fair featured with this man and his three daughters. And you have this chick come and crop the picture and say, "There, I fixed it for you using the Diddy crop." Now, what I found to be interesting is that when I was reading through the thread, and you can go and search this for yourself in case you don't believe me. This woman, when she got confronted by it, she actually tried to back up what she was doing. And then you even had one of her little feministic friends come and try to save her, and that didn't even work. And when she got backed into a corner, she tried to play it off as if it was a joke. The only reason she said it was a joke was because people pushed back against her. Like, them people went in on her. Like, you see 122 comments, 638 retweets, and 3.6 over 3,600 likes. Don't think because the people liked it is because they like the picture. They're liking it so it can get shared on their timeline so people can go on there and go in on her. And them people went in on her for that picture. Listen, you do not have to like Diddy for whatever reason that may be. You may not like the man as a person or as how he conducts business. Hell, you can even hate on him if you hate the fact that this guy is like a billionaire or damn near a billionaire. But one thing that I can give Diddy credit for, if I don't give him credit for anything else, is this man makes sure that his children are taken care of. He makes sure all of his kids are taken care of. You cannot deny that this man is a damn good father. That's one thing that you can't fix your mouth to say. I can't even say that he's a bad father. He's a great father. Like, all of his kids will want for nothing. And that's really how it should be. You should be creating an empire or generational wealth for your kids. And that's basically what he's doing. Now, if when it comes to his business tactics, that's another conversation for another day. However, this is a guy who came from nothing and look at where he's at now. and his kids are taken care of. They will want for nothing. They won't have to struggle. And that's really a lesson that we as Black people should take heed of, that you don't want the next generation to suffer the way that you did if you struggled at all. You should always want to make sure that your kids are taken care of. But this chick thought it was funny to crop him out of the picture. Now imagine if we didn't see the previous picture and this was the only one we saw, and she didn't say anything about cropping it. We would have thought that this was the original picture. We would have thought that this was the original picture that was taken for the Vanity Fair. And then you had her friend and her try to make it seem like it should have been focused more so on them, and why did it have to be about Diddy? And someone had to go and find a screenshot of the actual Vanity Fair cover with him on it. He was the featured spotlight of the month. So yes, the story was about him. He just featured his daughters in this one picture. And they couldn't even handle that. Kind of reminds me of what Mammy Seals said in that tweet about Will Smith and Richard Williams, talking about, well, I don't want Will Smith playing this role, and why is Richard Williams even getting a movie? Just the goofiness, the sheer goofiness of it all. I cannot stand these goddamn Gynocrats trying to cover it up and say, oh, it was just a joke. It was not a joke. She meant that. This Lai Abrams, aka Electo, she meant that shit. She thought people was going to be on board with her. She had one little lonely whatever, because I remember seeing her pop up and she was going back and forth with some of the people in the chat in that thread. But she thought she was doing something with this. It was nothing wrong with the original picture that she had to crop Diddy out, the father of these 3 girls, out of the picture. For what? And then she tried to say it was a joke. After what I just showed you in the bio, talking about her being a radical Black feminist and putting she and her and all types of stuff in there, that she wasn't joking. She can say she was joking, but she definitely wasn't. That's how she felt in that moment. Now, I bet you if this was a picture with the 3 daughters and their mother, she wouldn't have cropped that. That's why I can't take these feminists serious at all. I really can't. I can't stand them. None of them. But either way, the original picture of this, let me scroll up. This is nice. I like this picture. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments.